Of all the light bulbs on our Toyota 4Runner, the last ones that we've touched have been the turn signals. Turn signals usually require resistors when you're going to LED, and they tend to be pretty costly. So when TRD John showed us that Lasfit bulbs that he was using had been working great, we decided to take the plunge and get some ourselves. We're going to be putting in the Lasfit 7443Ds. They don't require a resistor. The parking light is a white LED and the turn signal is amber. All you have to do is plug them in, make sure that they work. If they don't work, you want to flip them 180 degrees. So one of the things that we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up having to take off the entire bumper. So I'm not going to go through that part of it. I'm just going to make sure that we've got the orientation of the light bulb itself correct, and that we have everything working so that you can see the differences between this and the original bulb. You'll notice in the time lapse that I actually have a bolt right here that I've put in. I actually hit a bird right about here, and it destroyed all the clips that are in this piece right here. And on here, it ended up damaging the headlight assembly. I've actually had to take the headlight apart and re-glue all of this seal because there are cracks in it. And so I was actually getting water in my headlight because I hit this giant buzzer. He was one heavy sucker. I didn't unplug the light. I actually just left it all plugged in. I just lowered it down just a little bit so I can get to that plug right there. Don't want mud going into the light. As I take L bulb out, you're going to make sure that this is the correct bulb. This is going to be the 7443. It's going to have these yellow LEDs on here and the orange. So let's go ahead and get one of these plugged in. Now let's test the lights. Well, the white definitely works. Let's try the turn signal. Holy crap, that's bright. Well, let's go ahead and get it placed in. Just want to make sure that this seal seals up really nice. I always like to put the top bolt in right away, just to make sure that the thing's not gonna fall on me. When you're putting your headlight back in, you've got two different types of screws. You've got the coarse thread and you've got these fine threads. The fine thread always goes down here into the plastic piece. The coarse threads go into here, down here, and up here. This is the stock one. And this is the Lasfit LED. Huge difference in how easily these can be seen, even in daylight, with daylight in the background. And it is going to be this top bulb, way up here. We'll go ahead and test it before we put it all together. No nada. All right, that's definitely working. Get that sucker placed in there, and this is going to be the tricky part. This is a huge upgrade, especially for seeing your turn signals during the day. Once we got these installed and we drove around, I had Tara actually go in front of me in her car, and she said the lights were significantly brighter. While the front turn signals are bright, the rear turn signals are really bright. This has to do with the fact that some of the LED chips that are on the front turn signals are actually used for the marker lights, whereas the rear turn signals, all the LEDs are for the turn signal itself. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like down below, and if you have any questions, feel free to hit us up in the comments or just let us know what you'd like to see next. This really doesn't bode well for my mall crawler status, does it?